Hey guys, Justin here. I'm in Whitfords right now, and let's continue with more of the Ellenbrook new routes after last time we did the 350. After the 350, the trains once again got issues between Perth and Bayswater. And then the trains got shut down between the Perth and Bayswater. 901 and 902. 901 should be operating, but some buses may be naming it as 902, or maybe even the 903 Desto. But yes, train placement, and then I was not really on the trains anymore because I just don't trust that anymore to get off these connections. That's why I took the 357 from the Caversham spot up to Whiteman Park, then continue as the 347 up to Ellenbrook, and then continued, I took the 455. Yes, now it's 455, not 355. That's just the old 355, the 455 now, omitting Henleybrook bus station, and just come straight over here. Very, very efficient. I just took it all the way through, very useful. The whole path is the same, it's just omitting Henleybrook bus station. Now we're going to take the 452 service to Ballajura Station, which is the replacement of the 376. So it's pretty much the same path as the 376, except inside Landsdale it turns a little bit differently to serve the old 450 path that's not served anymore by the 450, and then it returns down to continue as the 376 path to Alexander Heights. But instead of actually doing the 376 to Mirrabooka bus station, it returns on the Marangaroo Drive and do how the 360, the old 360 runs along Marangaroo Drive, and goes over to Ballajura Station. So it's pretty much replacing a mixture of routes for this 452, but it's mainly replacing the 376. So that's why it is put right here at the old 376 spots. Let's wait for it. It is half an hour per bus, which will be taking the 1046 service. The 1031 455 just left, so we wait for the 1046 service. Should be run by the Gnangara Alkimos contract. Hopefully not an Alkimos bus, but probably Joondalup bus on the service. Let's get it. 452 1046. It takes 15 minutes. This is one of the longest replacements routes. Like, what the hell? It takes so long. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. NH over there, 1845. And we got two people right there going to Mirrabooka. The 374 literally left 15 minutes ago, so that's why they need to wait for 45 minutes if they don't know where to go. Which faster will be go down to Warwick and take the 416, but well, it's just unfortunate that they changed everything. There's only one route here that goes to Mirrabooka now, which is kind of unfortunate. For this thing, the old 376 will go to Mirrabooka as well, but it doesn't do that anymore, so unfortunate. There's so many, I want to say, there's so many Shenton Park buses got swapped up here. I just saw 2804, 2805 on all of these routes up here. Alright, here we go. The first part is the same as the 376, which I did film, but we just filmed the other direction this time through the industrial area. We might see the 970s later on at Landsdale. I just saw one. It looks so weird, parking on Gnangara Road for layover. It's so weird. 442, there it goes, 3498. It just feels weird to actually see all these old numbers again when we're on all of these new numbers. And I want to say the Desto is just so bad. They actually name out the stuff. Because they have Alexander Heights Shopping Centre, Gnangara Road, and they also have Marangaroo Drive on the Desto. But they put Gnangara Road and Marangaroo Drive together on one slide, and then the next slide they said Alexander Heights Shopping Centre. But the thing is, Alexander Heights Shopping Centre is in between Gnangara Road and Marangaroo Drive. I'd rather just say Alexander Heights Shopping Centre first, then you say Gnangara Road and Marangaroo Drive, if you have to put the roads together and the shops in one. Because if you actually think about it, the Route 100, they actually put Curtin Uni bus station first, then say Manning Road and Kent Street. So I'd rather just do that. It's kind of weird that they put it after, but let's go. It's the same path. Now, but the 374 is unchanged. It's literally the same thing going to Mirrabooka, and does the New Park deviation regularly as well. And there's that stupid sign, because I think there's an old 455 route, and then they still have the old sign saying 455 turns that way. Which now the 455 continues straight and goes to Ellenbrook, so they still haven't removed that sign, which is terrible. This is my last day in Perth this year. So I'm taking a couple more routes and I recall that I need to go back and deal with some of my visa extension craps. So my flight is tomorrow morning in daylight, so I would take a 37 over there. Only staying in Hong Kong for 1 month. Oh, it's gonna be so bad. I really want to stay there for longer, but now my mom actually did ask me whether I want to go back after I finish the first round of placement in late February when semester starts, because I get actually 4 weeks of break back after my placement. But I'd rather stay in Perth, because if I go back to Hong Kong, I will be mostly getting like the feelings of I'm actually on holiday, but they will actually throw out some of the lecture content for every student to actually do. After all of the placements are done, I will have to go back to class. So I'd rather just stay in Perth, because if I'm in Perth, I will be more like keen to actually go and study instead of actually going back to Hong Kong, you know. What if I go back to Hong Kong and get some routes done and all of that stuff? That's pretty cool, but that's fine. I'll just stay until the end of the year. Just need to get my visa extended, which is so annoying. And after that, I still need to get my bridging visa if I want to work here, and until I can get my PR. That's my plan. Get the PR first, then if I want to go back to Hong Kong and get a pharmacy license in Hong Kong, then we'll go back to Hong Kong and get a pharmacy license. We'll get the pharmacy license here in WA first. And I'm not going to move states. WA is the one. I will be staying in WA there. I don't want to go to New South Wales. I don't want to go anywhere. Like, Sydney is cool, but I'd rather just go there for traveling, because living standards are so high over there. Although it's cool that there's the metro, I can take the metro every single day, it feels like home, but okay, so it's 2696, I think it's, I don't remember the depot first one. Is it Gnangara? Or is it Joondalup? Not so sure. Now with the newest swappings of the buses, what the hell is that? Nothing on that thing, what the hell? I think that might be a old stop for the, no, it's just the same, it's still stopping. It's just, I want to say it's the old stop for the 376, but if it is that, 452 is the 376 now, so. So, but with the newest changes, the bus swaps, I have no idea where the buses are now. Literally have no idea where the buses are located now. All I know is all of the future buses for PATH is in Ellenbrook, but I'm not so sure about all of these areas over here, whether there are any bus swaps. Especially, we already saw the Shenton Park buses over there on the Joondalup route, so. Alright, here's Gnangara Road, turn left. So, let's go. Landsdale industrial area, then we drive through Landsdale. There's one other person got it on board. She wants to go to Alexander High Shopping Centre, which is the only route we could go there from here, which is the old 376. So. Now, but the weird thing is they actually added in an extra stop on the old 450 path that's actually common, that is still running at the moment, along Landsdale. What is that road called? Kingsway. They actually added one extra stop on Kingsway before it usually turns up to the Haga Parkway section, which now that small section on the straight path, I don't remember the road name. Haga Parkway is not served anymore, but the road linking with Haga Parkway, the straight path, it is served by the 452 now. But before that turn for the 450 usually goes up to that path, they added an extra stop, which there is no stops before for just the 450. But now with 452 and 450, they added an extra stop there, which both are served. I'll show you that stop later on when we hit that spot. This is still the 376 right now, so. And so far it's very smooth, literally no one here. But But now, one good thing is at Alexandra High Shopping Centre, you have the 361 that actually provides a straight pull forward connection to Galleria. Instead of actually in the past, you have to take the 344, which loops the whole loop around. So, which is great, the 361, although terrible frequency. I think it's still 1 hour per bus. I'm actually not so sure whether I think there's still the short trip for the 455, which is kind of weird. There was a couple of 355 short trips in the early morning. The first trips, literally the first trip from Whitfords to terminate short trip in the industrial centre inside, and that is actually run by Gnangara Depot for the 355 in the past. But I think right now for the 455 they still have that trip, so probably it's actually also run by Gnangara Depot. That's gonna be pretty funny. Marangaroo yet? No, it's just still in the industrial area. Okay, here we are. Go up to Gnangara Road now. Turn left. I mean, we're on Gnangara Road, sorry. We're gonna go this way. Wait, no, why this is actually Gnangara Road? I think Gnangara is up here instead of actually... Yeah, Gnangara is definitely up here. And now there's actually a weird 970 turns left sign right here. Which at first when I was taking the 376 in the past, I think it's not here, I think somewhere over there inside the industrial area. I was like, what the hell is there a 970 sign over here? 970 turn is right there. And then I actually just saw the stand over there. It is actually a school days deviation. Express to Ashdale Secondary College. That's so crazy because the 970 actually goes very close by to the school, but they need to come up here, then express back down. This is the stop coming with the 970. Unfortunately, there's no 970s right now, but there is also the 970X. What is this terminus? Who the hell would board the 970X in the morning here? What the hell? But nice, they can actually code in the 970X. They can code in the letter X onto the desktop. That's good. That's really good. I saw it in the morning. Really nice looking. It's just at the back of the bus. They cannot really actually put the numbers that well, so they just squish it into a smaller font. But at the front it is full desktop, perfectly fine. 970X on the side and then limited stops. So cool. Really nice that finally Perth have these X routes, which they makes more sense. Fortunately, X routes we're never gonna see them in middle of the day, which in Hong Kong there's tons of them, but whatever. Time stop. Bro. Started the engine, you start to trigger it and you don't move, bro. I know this is Gnangara Road, literally no cars are stopping, so. Can we at least see a Landsdale, Gnangara Road, that's though? I actually have seen it already, never mind, earlier on. Perth bus spot. Like, this is so weird. High frequency coming up here. It is 15 minutes per bus up here for the 970s. Not joking, it's 15 minutes. And it's 7 to 8 minutes per bus for Mirrabooka because they would do regular short trips. Is there a bus coming? There's a bus, 970, there it goes! Terminating 2432. Oh, that just looks so weird. 455 turns right. What? Wait, what the hell is that sign? 455 turns right. That's like the only route that doesn't turn right, and the other two route that turns right is not on there, bro. And 452. That's so. Oh, that's so bull. That's so bull. That stop over there is gonna get two buses at the same time. That's so bull. 3514 during the loop. You see that's still there. Whitfords Station. And then it say the roads first, then it say the shops. Like what the hell? Bro, move. Freaking A. Actually, I've never taken this direction of the 376. Oh, I've taken it one time, but I just have no memory of it. There's Coverwood Park, which the 970 now replaces the 376 section from here to Alexander High Shopping Centre. 970 runs the exact same path as the old 376 from here over to Mirrabooka. It's the exact same path now, so 970 goes that way, which is where the old 376 goes, but return this way to serve some new stops and link back over to where the 450 usually runs, next to Haga Parkway. So there is one new stop next to this lake, which is really insanely pretty. One of my favorite areas up here, definitely. So now we don't replace the 376 now. The first section inside the industrial area, we are replacing the 376, but now 970 takes that over. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Yep, here we go. Turn this way. This is the new section. Yes, this is completely new, this section. There's one stop, and then there's an extra stop that is new before Haga Parkway. Then we'll see Haga Parkway, which, what the hell is this? It's like someone's front yard. With that little paver, it's like a U-turn spot. Oh boy. And then we'll drive down to the Landsdale section at Kingsway before it turns away and binds back how the 376 goes, Lake K970 again, then goes to Alexander Shopping Centre. So it's just basically serving two part of Landsdale. Right over here, and there's the new stop, and Haga Parkway is just right after the new stop, which is right there. No one is using the whole route. Literally no one is using the whole route. What the hell? 376 has a lot of people using it, but right now it's pretty bad. We'll have to new stop there, and there's Haga Parkway right there, which all of the stops inside are gone. And this is the old 450 stops, which is around here. Where's that stop that I got off last time? Oh, here it is. Okay. Now it's only 452 on there. There that goes. Okay, so here's the new stop that I just mentioned on the Kingsway over here after this road. I have no idea what the name is still. And there's the right turn here, the U-turn. And there's one new stop, a pair of stops, right here, which is not available before the change. And then they put a new stop here, and oh, not here, down one more. Those stops are so bad in the location of it. I think for that pair of stops, one of them is alright. I think it's this side stop is alright. But the other side, they literally put it under a tree. Which is so garbage. And here we go. We're still going down, okay. It's a long path here to link down to Kingsway. These are all of the old 450 stops. And here we are at the Kingsway. Right there, there's Kingsway right there. Just kidding. What the hell? Where's the Kingsway, bro? What the hell? That's close by. Just kidding. Alright, here is Kingsway. Now the 450 goes that way to go back onto Alexander Drive, and then turn down to Beach Road and Ballajura Station. Okay. What the hell? Where is Kingsway? I never thought this was actually so long away from the Kingsway. Still not even at Kingsway yet. What? Okay, here we are at Kingsway, finally. So here's the signs. What the hell is that? T services? F services? What? Wait, what the hell is that? What the hell is T services, F services? I know what those mean, but there's only 452. Why the hell that sign is right there? That's so bad. And now the 450 goes that way to go to Alexander Drive. And there's this new stop right here. Like, I don't get why they need to add in a stop right now, but not before. Here it is. Terrible condition on that side. You see? Right there, in the middle of the tree. And this side's right there. That stop, they at least made a pavement for it. That's a new stop, and there's another stop right here, which is the old stop. Which is so weird. Like, why? Why there's one extra stop down there when they don't have it the entire time? You see, this one has a shelter. And there's the 450 old path now. So that goes to Warwick. But we're gonna turn left. Now, actually, one thing I want to say about the 450 is, I don't know why they need to omit the Haga Parkway section, because there's still that section up in the terrible old terminus at Kulakabardi where they just stopped on the road, which is of course nothing there over there now. But the Embankment Bay and also that bus-only U-turn is still there. They're not gonna, like, and they might close it right now, but technically they don't even need to close it, because I believe the 450 could have just do how the old route is. Literally just do exactly how the old route is until the U-turn. After that, then you do the U-turn, then go Alexander Drive down to Ballajura. Why not just do that? Like, why not just do that? Then it's not going to cause any confusions, and also Haga Parkway can be served. You know? I know there's that one new section for this route right now that's actually not going to get served if I do it this way, because if they do for real the 450 continue how its old path is up to the Alexander Drive U-turn spot, then extends to Ballajura Station by driving back down, because the other direction, when it comes back up from Ballajura Station, they just don't need to do the U-turn. They just turn straight into the Kingsway. While with 452 can actually don't turn up how the old 450 is, continue straight like the how current 450 is, then turns left onto Alexander Drive and goes straight up to Gnangara Road, then turns back left to go to Whitfords Station. They could have just done that, and the 450 could have stayed how it used to be, but they decided to just switch it around. And back onto some of the old stops here. Sorry, that's a lot of talking, but it's just my comments on some of these routes over here. This is a really inefficient service, driving through all these houses. These are all not new stops actually, they're all old numbers, but I don't remember what route actually drives through here. And turn right. We'll go back over to Mirrabooka Avenue now to serve Alexander Heights Shopping Centre. And after that we'll serve Marangaroo Drive, then go over to Ballajura. Which is weird because that area is served by Path Transit in the past, and now it's served by Swan, so. 2 turns left. And we go down to Alexander Heights. Which Alexander Heights we still have the 360, which is the old 361 that goes to Perth Passport. It's the exact same, it's just renumbered. And then we have the 361, which is now taking the same path as the thing and also replaces the partly of the 378 and then turns to Galleria bus station through Whitchy Road and Camboon Road, I think. And then we have, that's it, nothing else. And we have the 451, which goes to Warwick, 344 replacement, no change to the path. But Ballajura Station, of course, for that one, and Path Transit, so. And here's the shops. Which of course we still have the old routes that's not changed, 375, 377, these two are still available to Mirrabooka. Although they're a terrible frequency really. Here we are. And literally no one on board the entire time, what the hell. Alright, still no one. Terrible. After the changes, these routes are actually honestly making it to be pretty useless because they're just always connecting to train stations now. Which, it would have been better if they kept the 376 because I don't think they need to connect to Ballajura, to be honest. From Whitfords. There's already routes from Warwick going to Ballajura, so why not just take those? $451, $27.85. There it goes. These numbers look so unnatural now. Here's Marangaroo Drive. We're gonna turn left. Now I know how to pronounce these words because it's the exact same pronunciation as Marangaroo in Sydney, so I just pronounce it as correctly. Marangaroo. Before I said Marangaroo or something like that. Turn left, this is the old 360 path. Which these stops I think is only served by the 452 now. Which is terrible. Sections on is really garbage, and they have the limited stop sticker still on there. They haven't removed the yellow line, which before it was the 360, so that's why they have it. Okay, these stops are removed over here. If there's a 378 path, I don't remember where it is, but oh, it's here. Here it is. Here's where the 378 comes back out. And then it turns this way and goes into the school to terminate, which is inside Alexander Heights. Is it there? Actually, I don't know, but I'm not seeing a spot I can turn in right now. Not so sure. Literally have no idea. Oh, that might be the turn-in spot for the 378 already. Yep, and we're already at Alexandra Drive. 452 on the outside. There that goes. 3238. Wait. Is that's an Alkimos bus, isn't it? I think that's an Alkimos bus. 3238. Bro. Oh my gosh. We go straight. Because that's how the old 360 goes. This is Alexander Drive. There that goes. Continue. Dealing with my thumbnail on my other phone. With the 452 service. There that goes. I just like to say that. Put that over there. Yep, this is the old 360 path, which only 452 now, there's nothing else. We do need to loop around quite a lot of the suburbs. Oh, the 360 still drives around here. This is originally where the old 360 actually goes inbound. That's going to turn down at the bottom, then goes down to Alexandra. But this is actually the outbound path now because it's actually where the 361 turns in, and it's going to go that way now. Yep, we're going to go right, I think. Yeah, we're going to go right. There's where the old 344 and 378 goes, and 361. We're now served by 360 and 451. It's so weird with a Swan bus driving in here. What? It's literally not part of Swan, and then there's Swan buses in here. Now, it's my first time driving into Ballajura Station, so it's gonna be cool when we drive in. It's gonna be so cool. Next station, Ballajura. Jesus Christ, literally no one boarded the entire service. What is this garbage? Like, still, it's just like literally just like how Yanchep line is. Literally, it's not ready with the amount of people. It's still like maybe like future-proofing that in the future, when more people move into these areas, they're gonna have more service, more patronage. But right now, terrible. Now time stop, we're already skipping, he already doesn't care. That's the only time, that's the 452 only time stop. Yeah, here's where it usually turns up for Kingfisher Avenue. There's a stop right there withdrawn. Underneath the shelter, at the 378, we don't loop that anymore. Which is kind of troll because the whole loop now have no buses. There's the shops. Go straight. No, I'm just going to turn left. That's the deviating. And we should be almost arriving. Is bus turns left or bus turns right? Because there's an old sign whether they have tore that down. Okay, it's turn left. So it's serving like half of this loop back here. of the Kingfisher Avenue loop that the 378 does, but then we're just going to turn right onto a little bit of the highway and go straight into Ballajura Station. That's such a long route, bro. It's literally one of the longest routes. Oh my gosh, I saw a 344378 stand on the outside. Oh my gosh, they haven't changed that one. Oh no. I actually don't know where to go from here. Does it turn left or turns right? Does turns left, okay. And the bus driving now. $451, there I goes, 2745. This is the new path to Ballajura Station. Stop there, new stop, yep, 351. Oh, that's the other way, okay. That's the other way replacement. And onto this highway back here, turn right. Yep, this is literally highway back here. What is this highway? Because I don't drive, so that's why I don't know the name of the highway that well. Oh, I think it's Raid, isn't it? No names around, damn it. Yeah! Because I know there's Tonkin right there. Up there, that's Tonkin right there, so. Because that's where the train line is, and it literally runs along Tonkin Highway, so. Oh, it's just Beachboro Road North, right? There's Tonkin Highway right there. The station's next to Tonkin Highway for Ballajura Station because it needs to change directions now, so. Yep, here we go. It's such a weird section now because of the stations over here. Oh, I was actually on someone's car a couple of days ago before the line opens. This section on Beachboro North is so weird because it's so far away from the station inside the Ballajura suburb Arctic over there. There that goes. And then there's like no stops because it's a highway thing. And they just run straight over to the station, which is right there. Ballajura Station is so far away from the suburbs over there. Oh my gosh. Like once again, the train station is located in the middle of nowhere that you have to actually take buses to go to the spots that you need to go after you get off the train station. You cannot actually just access the stuff as soon as you exit the train station. Oh, that's so cool though. Oh, this is just like some of the Yanchep line stations. Like, what the hell? In the middle of nowhere, have to take a bus over here. Bus is coming out, 449, there that goes. 3401. 449 is basically the route that actually has the minimum amount of changes because it literally just got extended. That bus has the Christmas decorations inside. So 409 is just basically extended over here. Over there is already the Malaga industrial area, so it will bind straight back onto its original path right away. 452 coming out. Is that 452? No, 354. Damn it, I missed the 354. I want to take the 354. 2186 over there. It's 30 minutes per bus. And there's the 362. I actually haven't seen it yet these days because it's so bad. And arrived. and more future buses, of course. Is that 353? 356, 1462. That's in Morley in the past. Maybe it got swapped up to Ellenbrook. Here we are, Ballajura Station. Let's get off. Gnangara Road, Marangaroo Drive, Alexander Heights Shopping Centre, Ballajura Station. There that goes on 2696 with the 452 service. Alright, arrived. I will wait for 30 minutes, that's fine. I can take the 351, but that's just literally the same as the 344, so I don't think there's actually a point, but I do want to actually experience it, so maybe I can take the 351. Because the 351 actually touches the shops, so that's why I can go to the shops instead, because I want to eat at the shops, so that'll be good. Yeah, let's just take the 351, screw it. So yeah, let's just take the 351, that's okay. So, train coming in. I think the trains might have restored now, so. But that's it, and I think he's just 452 back now. Yeah, I think he's 452 back. But he can do the 450, that's also one of the routes he can do, but Swan only can do these two routes, unfortunately. Hope you guys enjoy this one. That's a long route though. Overall, the way that they run it, because right now they have to connect with the train stations, so that's why the way they run it is really not that good in terms of actually connecting areas, because yeah, it's just doesn't really actually get to areas that well, because in the past everyone goes to Mirrabooka, but now you can't. Now one says all of these new train station bus interchange, they actually put a toilet in the bus interchange, which is so cool. They put a toilet in the bus interchange instead of actually you have to walk into the train station to use the toilet. Really nice. I just used the one in Whiteman Park, so 353 coming in. 353 is the highest frequency of all time. It's just a crazy frequency for this 353. It's 15 minutes per bus every single day, literally every single day. Replacement of the 345, old 345. There that goes, 3407. Via Morley Station. Click on these videos up top, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!